A 90-year-old grandma living her best life is a beautiful reminder that joy, laughter, and adventure are not limited by age. Every wrinkle on her face tells a story of strength, love, patience, and experience gathered through decades of living. She has seen the world change in ways many people today can hardly imagine. She remembers a time before smartphones, before the internet, before modern conveniences that many people now take for granted. Yet despite all those changes, her spirit remains young, curious, and full of life. Each morning she wakes up with a calm smile, grateful for another day. The sunlight coming through the window warms her room, and she slowly begins her day with peaceful energy. Her routine may be simple, but it is full of meaning. She enjoys a warm cup of tea or coffee while watching the morning light brighten the sky. Sometimes she sits quietly, reflecting on memories from her long life. Other times she hums a song from her youth, a melody that carries her back to a different era filled with dances, laughter, and unforgettable moments. Her family often says that she is the heart of the home. Whenever grandchildren or great-grandchildren visit, the house instantly fills with warmth and excitement. The children love listening to her stories because they sound almost like adventures from another world. She talks about growing up in a simpler time when people wrote letters instead of sending quick messages, when neighbors visited each other without needing invitations, and when evenings were spent talking, laughing, and sharing meals together. Even at 90 years old, she believes life should always be enjoyed. She laughs easily, sometimes louder than everyone else in the room. Her sense of humor surprises people who assume that elderly individuals are always quiet or serious. She loves playful jokes, funny videos, and light-hearted conversations. Her laughter is contagious, and when she laughs, everyone around her feels lighter. One of the things that makes her so special is her positive outlook. She understands that life brings challenges and hardships, yet she chooses to focus on the beauty that still exists. She often tells her family that happiness is not something that magically appears, but something people create through gratitude and kindness. Her words carry wisdom because they come from a lifetime of experiences, both joyful and difficult. Sometimes she enjoys sitting outside where she can feel the breeze and listen to the sounds of nature. Birds chirping, leaves rustling, and distant laughter from children playing nearby bring her peace. She says that nature has always been her favorite companion because it reminds her that life continues to grow and renew itself no matter how many years pass. Although technology may feel unfamiliar to her at times, she still enjoys learning new things. Her grandchildren, once showed her how to use a smartphone, and she found it both confusing and fascinating. She laughed when she accidentally opened the camera and saw her own surprised face on the screen. Slowly, she began exploring simple features, enjoying the ability to see photos of family members who live far away. What truly defines her best life is not wealth, fame, or luxury. It is the deep appreciation she has for the small and meaningful moments. She treasures family gatherings where everyone sits around a table sharing food and stories. She enjoys quiet afternoons with a good book or gentle music playing in the background. She finds happiness in conversations that remind her she is loved and valued. Many people admire her energy because she refuses to let age define her limits. While she may move more slowly than she once did, her enthusiasm for life has never faded. Sometimes she surprises her family by dancing lightly when her favorite old song begins to play. The movement may be gentle, but the joy in her eyes shows that the same lively spirit she had decades ago is still very much alive. Her life has been filled with unforgettable experiences. She has witnessed historical events, watched cities grow, and seen generations of her family come into the world. She has celebrated countless birthdays, weddings, and milestones. She has also endured moments of loss and sadness, but those experiences have only deepened her appreciation for the people who remain by her side. When younger family members ask her the secret to living such a long and fulfilling life, she often answers with a simple smile. She says the secret is loving people deeply, forgiving quickly, and never forgetting to laugh. She believes that kindness creates the most beautiful legacy a person can leave behind. Her presence has a calming effect on everyone around her. Even strangers who meet her briefly notice her gentle wisdom and warm personality. She listens carefully when others speak, offering thoughtful advice when it is needed. Many people say that talking with her feels like receiving guidance from someone who truly understands life. Despite her age, she continues to celebrate everyday experiences with enthusiasm. A sunny afternoon, a family meal, a funny joke, or a heartfelt hug can brighten her entire day. She believes that happiness grows when people appreciate these simple joys, instead of constantly searching for something bigger or more complicated. Her grandchildren often film short videos of her reactions to modern trends or funny challenges. At first, she feels shy about being on camera, but her natural humor quickly shines through. Her playful expressions and genuine laughter make everyone watching smile. Moments like these show that joy does not belong to one generation. It can be shared across all ages. Living her best life also means maintaining a sense of independence and curiosity. She enjoys learning small new things whenever she can. Whether it is trying a new recipe, listening to music from a different era, or asking questions about the latest technology, she approaches the world with open-minded interest. One of her favorite activities is telling stories from her past. Her voice becomes animated as she describes childhood adventures, youthful dreams, and the friendships that shaped her life. These stories are not just memories, they are lessons about resilience, love, patience, and perseverance. She believes that every stage of life has its own beauty. Youth brings energy and discovery. Adulthood brings responsibility and growth. And old age brings reflection and wisdom. Rather than feeling sad about getting older, she views it as a privilege that allows her to see how far she has come. The people around her often feel inspired by her attitude. She demonstrates that happiness does not disappear with age. In many ways, it becomes deeper and more meaningful. Her calm confidence reminds others that life's greatest treasures are relationships, memories, and the ability to appreciate the present moment. Even during quiet evenings when the house grows still, she remains content. Sometimes she sits by the window, watching the sunset colors fade into the night sky. Those peaceful moments give her time to reflect on the long journey she has traveled and the countless blessings she has experienced along the way. Her story proves that living your best life is not about chasing perfection or avoiding difficulties. It is about embracing every moment with gratitude and love. At 90 years old, she carries the wisdom of the past while still enjoying the present.